Powerful love secrets. There is a lot of pain and frustration in today's dating market. There's also a lot of misunderstanding. This misunderstanding comes from only seeing the outer layer of what happens. When you live on the sidelines, all you know is what you see. Most people today are entitled and live on the sidelines. This is a very difficult thing to think about, but something has transitioned in modern society and not for the better. This transition has been happening for several decades. For example, there's a movie called Cinderella Man with Russell Crowe about a boxer during the Depression, a more or less true story. A guy whose dream was to become a champion. A guy who is willing to do anything to become champion. Of course, he still had to earn enough money to feed his family. Abandoning this responsibility was absolutely not an option, and he hurt his hand boxing, but he still had to work. So he hid his injury so he could get a job doing manual labor, lifting up stuff and putting it on trucks. Taking care of his family was so important that letting an injury keep him from working was absolutely not an option. His dream of success was so important that letting an injury get in his way was absolutely not an option. This is old school human drive. This kind of drive that is very, very rare today. Finding a suitable partner requires this kind of drive. Finding and keeping a positive relationship has always required this kind of drive. But for some reason, modern humans believe we are entitled to what we want, as if all we need to do is name it and claim it. This is why the dating market is such a train wreck. Everybody wants something, but nobody feels the need to give something in exchange for what they want. We've all been brainwashed to believe that we are so special that we only need to show up and get a bunch of free stuff. Humans have been living in groups before we were humans for millions of years. This kind of subconscious communication that flows back and forth is enormous, but you can't see this or even feel this from the sidelines. And believe it or not, most are terrified to. This kind of inner game is far more important than the stuff you can only see from the sidelines. This is the kind of thing you need to work on to create a fantastic relationship. These are the kinds of skills to slowly build. These are the kinds of traits that will radiate huge attraction on a subconscious level. Get off the sidelines and get in the game. It's a lot more fun and a lot less terrifying than most will ever realize. To learn more, visit mindpersuasion.com/live-training.